We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
All of your internet belong to us now.
Clam stamp your mom.
And we're on. So, we'll just, let's see, make sure audio's working. Say something, guys.
Holla!
Yeah, audio's working, so
Pumpkin fucking spice.
we're set. Boop, who in the fuck did you bring along this week?
Well, look everybody, we have got our prestigious Mosh Pat with us this week here on Destiny Unfiltered. Everybody, give him a wonderful welcome. We're excited to have him this week. I'll tell you, I ran into Mosh. Oh God, it had to be almost a year ago, and I'd been following his Twitter for a long time before that. I was trying to find a way to get into play with him, and we finally did. And he's one of the most charismatic characters I've ever met, and I really love his personality. He's always stayed very positive, but here's your opportunity. Tell us a little bit about you, Mosh. What's the Destiny community need to know about Mr. Mosh Pat?
Oh, thank you. I'm Mosh Pat. I talk shit on Twitter and I stream on Twitch.
Sure does.
Been doing it for like five-ish years. I was on Mixer beforehand.
Oh wow!
I left before Mixer died.
So we don't need to ask where you play. It's run on Xbox. I take it.
Currently it is PS5.
Oh.
Boo.
He not only jumped off a Mixer, he jumped off of Xbox completely.
The whole Microsoft bandwagon. Yeah.
Man, he moved to the other universe.
Next step is just to get a MacBook and just complete the trifecta.
I mean, you could just go play on Stadia and be fine from your
Join
iPhone.
the 5 people there.
Oh my gosh.
I mean,
So how'd you get started in streaming, man?
I got started not doing Destiny. I got started playing WWE wrestling games with some buds and making our own little universes.
I love it.
Wrestling with each other. But I guess before that, I attempted streaming on Periscope, which was a weird experience.
What is Periscope? I never.
Yeah, that's a whole lot of words that I've never heard put together before.
So Periscope was the Instagram Live of Twitter.
I remember the platform.
Yeah. So
they could have called it Birdhouse. Would have been better than Periscope.
I think Twitter ended up buying Periscope and just kept the name the same.
No, yeah, they should have.
Yeah.
If they would have rebranded, it would have taken off. It would have been like a Twitch killer. But anyway.
Oh no, it wasn't meant for video games at all. It was just literally the way I did it was I angled my phone to my TV, and it was a picture of a TV. and people like just my real life friends would stop by and just hang out.
That's
oh
great,
yeah,
though.
this is,
Wow.
this
That
how
is
we did it
actually
back in
pretty
the
damn
day.
funny.
I can't even get my real life friends to stop by when I stream.
You have real life friends?
I was like, you stream?
No.
I mean,
I had to
Yeah.
get some of them to stop.
They're
Bro,
all standing there waiting for a
Learning
grouping
more
mode, and I'm
stuff
like,
every day. So you went for Periscope, and then what was your next step?
Periscope, we went to Mixer. That was around the time I started playing Destiny, so back in like Curse of Osiris was when I started.
man, that was about the time a lot of people quit, and you're like, Curse of Us, this is amazing.
so
Oh,
far,
yeah, I started like. Oh, sorry.
so far, what I'm hearing is he invests in dead platforms.
Yes,
You're like the
yes, I
kiss
was.
of death. You're like the summer glow of platforms. You get on there, and that series goes to shit.
Oh,
Nice,
I'm
that
the
was
Grimmy.
beautiful.
no,
How was your experience on Mixer? How was that?
It's like Facebook gaming.
he's-
It's like, yeah, he's streaming over here now. They're like, well, fuck, that was fun while it lasted.
He's playing on PS5, so what's that tell you about his Mixer
Hey,
experience?
it was a fun experience. I did next to nothing. I only streamed on like Sundays when we had like I had like a set raid group, and we'd hop on and just mess around in raids and knock those out, and then I'd go on my merry way. But it was a fun experience. And then I like started like just hanging out on there.
What made you leave? What made you leave Mixer
They did.
before it went dead? Because it went dead.
Oh
was
no,
it
I
going
left.
dead?
No, I left way before Mixer went dead. I left Mixer because there was only one other content creator on Mixer that was on Xbox.
What?
That like there was literally only just the one. There
It was
one
him.
guy.
It was him and Ninja. They're over there like,
This was like before Ninja too. This is like so like there were a bunch of like smaller ones that were just like, you know, doing it for fun to just like have it there. There was like one guy, and I remember him because I played with him a couple times. He like took streaming really seriously, and he like built a community. And I was like, "Oh, it's hard to do that on this platform."
Right?
I actually streamed a couple times on Mixer when I thought, let me try my hand at streaming.
So, what is the difference? Like, if you compare it to the most popular one, you know, Twitch out there, what is the difference between them? Because I know it seems like if you look at Facebook and YouTube, both theirs look pretty similar. You know, their layouts, how it works, and whatnot. But then if you look at Twitch, they're a completely different style. So what was Mixer more modeled after?
I mean, Mixer was more, for lack of a better term, cutesy and like, fun. We're Mixer. We're here to just like, video games and have fun and have these cute little stickers. But like, don't ask about our inner workings because we don't know either.
Yeah. I always thought what was interesting about Mixers, every time I turn on my Xbox, it would go immediately to somebody that was streaming something. So I thought it was kind of cool that it was just like that easily accessible, from the Xbox. And if you were on Xbox, all you had to do was just go live. Just hit go live, and it would just start just broadcasting your game and your voice through your headset. It was like that ease of use was kind of cool. The only reason I guess it, what the main death of it was, I guess it was just like you said, it just wasn't a whole lot of structure to it.
Oh yeah, no, it was like I could tell even like way before Mixer like died the horrible, weird, fast death that it did. That like the back end of Mixer compared to the back end of Twitch, because I had a Twitch and I just like was looking at the back ends of them. There was a lot more ability to customize stuff and make it your own and moderate on Twitch than it was on Mixer.
So Twitch was always the more mature platform of the two?
Oh, yeah.
How about your content creation that you were doing, from Periscope all the way up to now?
So pretty much went from wrestling games and like a bunch of single player first person, like not first person, it was like Mass Effect and like Call of Duty Ghosts because it was like $3 at a GameStop.
So did you get into wrestling games because you just like fighting games like Tekken and and Mortal Kombat, or was it genuinely you were a fan of wrestling? So
You can't
you
tell.
went into
John
wrestling
Cena's his
games?
cousin. Can't tell by looking at him.
Oh no,
Well, you couldn't see him then.
Yeah, right.
You wouldn't be able to see him.
Oh, okay.
So at what age did you figure out Santa Claus wasn't real? When it came to
Right
wrestling?
off the bat, my mom told me when I was
wow.
a kid, Santa Claus wasn't real.
You
No
just-
love.
You just
Oh,
ruined
God.
Luke's night.
Apparently we got a non-wrestling fan in the house.
Wrestling's real.
Oh no,
Hey,
wrestling
hey,
is
all I can
pretty
tell-
incredible.
Yeah, absolutely it is, but you can't fake the gravity.
Oh yeah.
Those dudes, I'll tell you, I've been the biggest wrestling fan all my life. That's another thing that I love about Maj is, just going through the whole wrestling bits and wrestling gifts and all that, and and he gets it. He gets me. He understands, and but you played wrestling games back then. Was it more the WWE, or
yeah.
was it the WCW Monday Nitro?
Around the time that I started playing wrestling games, because my first wrestling game was SmackDown versus Raw, like the original
Nice.
one, like the one that had like half-naked Stacy Keibler dancing on the menu screen. It was great.
It looked nothing like her. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it looked nothing like her, but like teenage Pat,
Yeah.
just like standing there, just like, yeah, this is the best game I've ever played.
Were you a WWE or WCW fan? Or ECW?
I was a WWE fan.
WWF, way back.
Yeah, you're going, yeah.
Or what was
Before
it?
they got-
Wasn't it
Before they got sued.
Macho Man
TNT?
Randy
Wasn't it?
Savage.
Oh, I was a WCW fan. Because I grew up here in Georgia, so they had the old TBS studios, and my dad actually, he always went to go to work in Charlotte, North Carolina, and would always run into Ric Flair. So they actually had like a little friendship, but we would go to we went to the WCW, or when it was, I guess, NWA, but when they were in the little TBS studios, no bigger than probably my basement, and they had all Gordon Sully and Tony Schiavone announcing, and it was really kind of cool. But that was my venture into wrestling. But I know, Mosh, where did you start your journey in wrestling as a wrestling fan?
On them fucking video games, probably.
Oh no, it goes back to like when I was a kid and we lived in an apartment, and we were like, my dad used to just like flip through channels. He still excuse me. And he came across WCW, and the first thing I see is somebody hitting a drop kick. I don't remember who. All I remember is that I was like, I have a twin sister, and I was like, hey, check this out.
Wow. Yeah, she went through the
Immediately
wall.
got in trouble.
Yeah, I imagine.
But like just seeing them do that type of stuff, I fell in love with it. And then even when I found out it wasn't real, I was just like, still pretty impressive.
Real or not, a figure four leg lock still hurts to get put in.
Oh, 100%.
Hell yeah, did
So-
that 100 times. Yeah.
So when you were streaming this mess, was there actually like an audience for it? Were people watching wrestling streams?
Yeah.
Because
It's
I can't. I'm gonna try to be as polite as I can. I can't think of anything more boring than watching somebody else play a wrestling game. Like if you had the ability to jump in and play with
Have
them,
you
that's a
watched somebody play a wrestling
Because
video game?
it is player versus player, so it's kind of like watching a Tekken championship or something like that.
I mean, if
I mean,
that's
you're seeing two people go against each other.
if that's the case, if it's a Mortal Kombat like type of situation, then great. But if it's you versus the computer playing like a season, I mean, I'd rather watch Flies Fuck than any of that
Wait, what
mess.
does that look like?
Yeah, hey, I don't know what Twitch channel that's on.
But
Hold on,
just
let me
think
see if I
about
can
it, though.
find that.
There were so many people though who would sit back and watch. Way back in my day, they would watch somebody beat Mike Tyson, in Mike Tyson's Punch Out, or what was the one guy, Super Macho Man, that would do that wind up and just keep going and if you could dodge through all those and finally get your punch in.
Oh,
I mean,
the Punch Out. Yeah, I know what you're
yeah,
talking
Mike
about. Yeah.
Tyson's Punch Out. I mean, there were some insane battles that it's like, I can't do it. I gotta watch someone else do it.
I think I had Monday. I got Monday Nitro when Sting came, and he started doing his whole crow shtick.
Oh yeah.
And those were the best days when all the NWO and that kind of stuff. But that's when me and my friends were hot and heavy into those getting in the pay-per-views and in the Bash at the Beach when Hulk Hogan turned heel and yeah, those were the days. But the video game I had was Monday Nitro, and it was so funny because whenever they would have the you got the kick in the nuts, it would be the bell ring, bing, and it was an absolute blast to play. So I would actually watch people play that. But the wrestling games now are just pretty insane. They actually look like the people now, a little bit more.
Like the way we did it, we basically were like create our own characters, and then we'd invite the chat and be like, oh, help us create a character on this day, and then they'll give us recommendations like, oh, give them like this type of hair, make them just super tiny, and we just throw them all into a universe and just let computer versus computer go and just provide commentary.
Actually, that's pretty awesome.
That's an interesting way.
So you wouldn't even play the fucking game?
Nope.
It was content creation.
There's something to be said about playing the Godfather. You're just you will fight him.
We made storylines.
He's like, I'm afraid of Nintendo Thumb. What the fuck? Like when I get old, I don't want to have trigger finger.
Down, left, right.
Yeah. God damn it! Like, all right. Before you break me any farther, jumping from Periscope to Mixer to Twitch to whatever other broken ass channel that doesn't exist anymore because of you. What did you learn jumping up the? What did you learn and carry over to the next? Do this or this doesn't work or fuck YouTube, whatever. Just what did you learn going through those different channels?
Going through them?
Yeah.
I mean,
like, what did you carry on from when you started? Like, this does not work for me, or this does.
The best thing that you can do is take a shot. Like, if you want to make something, make it. If you want to get into streaming, even if you have 0 to 1 viewers or 50 to 60, take the chance and do it. If you're a Destiny streamer and you want to do variety, go ahead.
I mean, it wasn't that you don't have to fucking play video games to be a video game streamer.
Oh yeah, no. I mean, technically I played. I made characters. I was playing dress up.
But he had a unique spin on it. I like that.
Yeah.
So you went. So you did the wrestling thing, and then you got into Call of Duty, and then you got into Destiny, right?
You said it was $3 at GameStop for Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Call of Duty Ghosts was $3 at GameStop.
I mean, that could be a thing. Like, what $3 game are we gonna play today, everybody?
Yeah,
Let's
if
do
you
it.
just go to a GameStop,
Yeah.
fast games.
So
It's a Pitfall.
I'm assuming at the time that you did the Call of Duty, you said Ghost, the interest level was on the decline. How did that work out for you, though? Was there still a pretty good community going, or was it like slim pickings? Like where was it at?
It like people stopped by and I was just hanging out. I have a thing where like even back then I didn't really look at the numbers because I didn't really understand like metrics. Like I was like the dude that was happy if like one person stopped by and said hi. I'm just like, hell yeah.
That's actually a great feeling when you're first getting started, because you have those nights when you have nobody. So that one person just stopping by, or that one person that clicks follow, you're just like, holy shit, that makes your night.
Yeah. If you build it piece by piece, it's organic, I would say. Like you get that one person, or you like connect with that one person. That one person then like go tells like their friends, or like they're checking out somebody and they like recommend you, say like on Twitch, like my mods will like go around and they find people that like, hey, you should raid this person. They seem pretty cool. I was I'm just like, yeah, we'll go say hi. And that's just off of them just hanging out. Somebody stops by, says hi, they connect with them, and then they just grow from there.
Now, one thing I like about Mosh and having watched his streams is that he is very he's very open to the chat. And when I mean the chat, he pays attention to them, not just what they say, but he involves his chat a lot and to control aspects of his stream. And I can see that where it goes all the way back to where you did the content creation with wrestling. You still kind of do things like that where you let the chat control like what you're going to do, or what weapon you're going to use, or what word you can say, or what happens if you say a certain word. Oh, yeah. You know, I've seen. Yeah, tell us a little bit more about some of those things that you've done.
I have unfortunately given my chat too much power. I'm just kidding. Or like, I mean, nowadays I've just added sound effects so they can scare the crap out of me. I had to change one because it was a loud bang, like just a really heavy gunshot.
Oh Lord.
Yes, and it scared me and one other person that was watching.
I'm gonna ask this question as gently as I can, because you mentioned the gunshot. I don't want this to be offensive to anybody anywhere, but describe your neighborhood.
Oh, my neighborhood's actually pretty chill.
Okay, so you're not in a place where like gunshots ring out a lot.
Oh no, I'm in North Carolina.
Okay,
I was hoping North Carolina. There are places where
if you would have said I live in the hood and gunshots were normal, that's what I was thinking.
So, have you ever had to ban anyone from your chat?
Yes, lots.
Really? Like, so, is it just people just coming in just to straight up hate on you, just trolling, just vulgar kids? What is it?
I mean, I would say lots in the sense of like I've banned a lot of hotspots, but that was, I mean, I fairly easy going.
Is it mostly bots and shit?
At this point, the ratio is now probably tons of bots because of which is recent nonsense.
Yeah,
but I have.
What do you mean by that?
Oh, like the hate raids and all that.
Hate raids.
Yeah, hate raids, hotspots.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't stream, but I mean I've watched people, and I've never seen one happen live. So what is a hate raid? Just comes through and just pouring out a bunch of negative crap and whatnot, just or what?
Yeah, and I mean I've never experienced a full one because around that time I got like very paranoid. Mm-hmm. So somebody came in and like, you know, their account was created like a week ago, and they start casual conversation, like they make one weird question. I'm just like, okay, we're gonna ban you.
That makes sense.
What about like moderators and stuff? Do you have like good mods and shit, or do you kind of run commando in your streams? Like, how do you do it?
I have.
Do you like Pop Tarts? Psycho band.
Yeah.
Oh no, I love Pop Tarts. I actually have 2 boxes here of Pop Tarts.
Nice. Wait, what flavor? Were they pumpkin spice?
I do have pumpkin pie Pop Tarts, but I have crisp apple
Nice.
Pop Tarts as well.
Nice.
Do you
That's
But,
even more respect.
do you have access to his PC on a level that we don't know about, Josh? To just randomly call out the Pop Tarts? I mean, what are the odds that somebody's going to mention a food that the dude is sitting there like, I can't wait for this stream to be over because I'm going to get down on them.
That's how much we vibe with our guests. We just
That's
feel
right.
the Pop Tarts. The Pop Tarts would just.
I kind of spy
Okay.
like either a ski mask back there, back behind on the shelf,
Oh.
or maybe a Batman mask. I'm not sure.
There are a bunch of wrestling masks.
Oh, wrestling. There you
I
go.
love it. Did your chat
Obviously,
make you ever? Did your chat ever make you
a
wear
little
one?
bit of collection back here.
They have not yet.
Oh, did I just give them an idea? My bad.
There you go.
Oh no, I
That should
I
be-
don't think
that
I
sh-
could actually wear one.
That should be a point reward. You know,
It should,
that
but
you
I
have
wear
to-
glasses.
doesn't matter.
I mean, you can take them shits off, put a mask
Who's the
on.
one where
Pretty
where
blind.
Fallout had to wear an actual pumpkin on his head while he played Iron Banner?
Well, he got
Oh,
a small
Lord.
head, so that
Okay, well, yeah,
works.
fair.
Yeah, but he also had to get a big giant pumpkin to carve out.
So tell us how when you got into Destiny then.
Yeah, let's.
So you got it around the trials of Osiris, or not, or the Osiris. So
yeah,
tell us a little bit about that journey into Destiny.
Actually,
So-
let's do it this way. How did you get into Destiny? Did you find it somewhere? Did somebody go, you got to play it, or like, how did you get to Destiny?
Pretty much that. I had a buddy from high school that I like still hung out with, and he was playing Destiny. He mostly played PvP, and he was like, "Hey, you should check out this game."
now, how long back had he played? All the way since D1, or
I think he started playing like middle of D1.
okay?
I don't know exactly around the time that he started playing. All I know is that I was at that point was still not good at PvP games, like even remotely.
You didn't.
Like the concept.
You weren't crushing ghosts back then.
No. The concept of PvP still scared me. Like
360
like,
no scope.
yeah, like I saw those videos on YouTube, and all the time it's like, oh, these guys are just like hitting these fantastic clips. I could never do that.
Yeah, we just learned not that long ago that was all, pay for cheats.
Yeah.
But I hopped in at Curse of Osiris, and all they wanted to do was play PvP. Me, who didn't want to play PvP, was just like, oh, this is just like a nice peaceful game. I don't know how any of this works. There's no like tutorial. It doesn't tell you things. It makes you do the main campaign, and then you're just thrown out to the open. So I
Baptism
pretty
by
much.
fire.
Oh yeah, I didn't know that you could matchmake for strikes. It was this bad. I didn't know that like anything. I'd never done a raid. I pretty much only lived on EDZ and Titan. And I just ran around doing public events. For like several months, for hours on end. Just having the time of my life.
I can feel those vibes. Yeah, I did the same
Just
thing.
solo public eventing. And just coming across people and just like, emoting and just like bagging and interacting with them. And then I'd go on my merry way. It wasn't until I found a clan on Reddit, which is
Oh, of all places.
Yeah.
Yeah.
everybody talks crap about Reddit, but like r/fire teams, I found like the most friendliest clan on Xbox.
So, you don't know that you can get strike teammates in Destiny, but you can find a clan on Reddit.
yes.
That's
All right,
that's a
you
new
gotta
one.
give me a minute to wrap my brain around. I can work wizardry on fucking Reddit, but auto teaming is fucking me.
I was a Tumblr kid. I back in the day, so I understood Reddit and like all that stuff. I was a Tumblr kid back when porn was allowed on.
It's
All
not
right, enough
anymore?
said.
Oh.
Why did you like that? Well, let's see. That site.
Well,
Sorry-
you
sorry,
see.
Mom and Dad.
That's great.
But like I understood Reddit, and I was like, I do subreddits. So I was like, there has to be a way for me to like find, because I knew about raids. I was like, I want to try a raid. So I just typed in Destiny raids, and r/fireteam showed up. And I hopped in there and joined just like a bunch of people one day, invited me into their clan, and it was really nice, and I stayed there for like several years.
All right, first raid.
Yeah, you put in Destiny raids into Google search now, you get DestinySherpas.com, DestinyRaids.com. You know, like
Yeah,
what could take you through for only $50.
129 for 129.
Yeah, account recovery service.
Nothing's for free anymore.
I hate 'em. But like I did Leviathan, and it was a great time, and nobody got mad at me because I didn't know the mechanics. They were like super calm and explaining everything. We like joked around, and they like showed me all the little secrets and here and there's about it, and that's when I like kind of fell in love with the community aspect of this.
You got really damn lucky then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, do you still play with some of these people that you met them?
Yes, actually.
Yeah, you missed the whole.
Are you still in this clan?
Must be
No,
level.
I'm not.
Must
Oh,
be
okay.
level 30 and must have Gallahorn. You missed all that
Yeah.
bullshit. 700 clears. We'll
you-
check.
Most
Yeah.
time you jump into an LFG, if it's your first time, you've never even touched a raid before, you know, the majority of people's experience is really toxic.
Oh yeah, and like even further down along the line, after joining this clan, I made it like a point to like use the Destiny Fireteam app, and anytime somebody like needed help with something, I would literally just like randomly I'm just sitting there on my day off of work and just hopping into random fire teams and helping people I don't even know.
That's pretty awesome. You know, because
Just
I mean, you missed the whole thing where LFG, the app was a thing, and then LFG like trying to find it like on the web. Yeah, it was a nightmare. Yeah, you got super lucky.
Yeah, you got in right at the right time on that.
Oh my god, that is freaking great experience. But you know what? It's awesome that you had that experience to keep you, you know, that you got an opportunity to see, you know, what the good side of a community looks like, rather than new players that come in and experience the exact opposite, and then you lose them before you even had them. And
Oh, yeah.
and then you pay it forward now by doing the exact same thing, by helping people out and helping Sherpa. I think that's an awesome journey. Because yeah, I mean, I know Destiny loses a lot of people before they even start. I mean, hell, even in D1, I know so many people that started the game, absolutely hated it, and then were just like, you know what, I'm gonna try it again, and then they were lifers.
And
So
I mean,
it was like, yeah,
a lot of it falls on the Destiny new player experience is not that great.
yeah, it's true.
I hear a lot of people complain about the new light experience is really rough now.
I deleted a character and went back through that.
Like the Hot Sean or the Sean Hot or whatever it is. Yeah,
Yes, that dry character.
yeah, that's pretty painful. I'm like, how did he get that? He must be a terrible guardian because he got the worst of the worst
You got murked at
job. Yeah, he must have pissed somebody off because he got the worst job. And he gets caught. You have to save him too. You're a new light and you gotta save your tutor. I mean, what the hell's up with that?
See, I never played the New Light campaign.
Yeah, I did because I wanted to get that.
Kvostov?
No. Well, yeah, you could get that. No, but the it was the scout rifle. Oh my God, with overflow. I don't know why I'm losing. the name of the scout rifle, but you get it as a reward at the end. And Night Watch, and
Yeah.
and yeah, you get it at the end, and it's the only way you get it with the roll with overflow, is to play New Light. Yeah, and I didn't realize it opens up every single thing in your notes and your things like of things to complete. But yeah, it's a pretty painful journey if you've already been through it as the D1 player.
I mean, like when you finished a New Light, like the base New Light activity, literally just throws you into the map and everything's over. Just like, oh yeah, you can go to the tower, or you can go to like these 20 other places we've highlighted on the map for.
Yeah. Yeah, if you haven't done it, it's pretty painful.
All right, so you finally learn strike matchmaking. You've had your first raid. You know, we've beaten that guy into the dirt. What do you do nowadays? Like, what's keeping you in Destiny? What are you playing with?
Right now, it's mostly helping people with friends. Most Sundays, I'm running with Day Infinity, my buds, and we help people. I hop in trials with some friends, Wisp and Mex, and just a bunch of other friends that do GMs.
We're all up in the chat, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
I see that.
They're
See,
begging
I
for
don't-
trials.
I know. It's like I just don't get excited about trials. I can't.
I get excited about getting better. I'm not good by a long stretch.
Don't let him fool you. Don't let him fool you. He's good.
I can hit my shots on occasion.
How do you get better at a version of the game that they literally keep changing week by week, though? You literally don't know what to plan for.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, it's rough some weeks. Like Control Week was not good.
That was the first week I tried messing with it this season.
Control Week nearly made me just never play PvP again at some point. Because, like, with a group, main thing you want to do is you want to get a group first.
Yeah, that was my first failure point, yeah.
I like the solo experience. It's nice that people can go in solo, and sometimes it's cool to just do that. But if you're going in with, like, the intention of, hey, maybe I'm thinking I might get stomped, having, like, open lines of communication and somebody there to, like, laugh with you and, like, kind of calm you down.
Oh, I disagree. I feel like you just need lots of lube and run. You're gonna take it in the ass. You might as well just bend over and accept it.
But taking in the ass is better if a friend is there just patting your back, telling you you're doing a good job.
I mean,
You're doing a great job taking it. You're doing great. No, you know what? But don't let them fool you. Dojo's got some mercs in there. They got some heavy hitters, for sure. I know that for sure.
I play the blind squirrel every now and then and get a lucky round and wipe the whole team, get annihilation or something. But usually I just go in there to rage.
Oh, yeah.
so,
And I mean, it's about finding your like.
That's just it. This season, there's no strong one build fits all.
There is. It's Vex.
No, not even that. Not even that, because the time you pull out
And Winter
Vex,
Horde,
someone else has amazing Jotun skills, or they have amazing some other insert, or these people are just the king of map knowledge and sneaking up on you and shotgun to the face. It's just
I've gotten really good about doing that. I've become part of the problem. So like if I'm not running Invis Hunter, I'm running Stasis Hunter.
Oh, you are the worst of all.
That's
was
the least of it now. That's the least.
That
of
was
it
the
now.
Unfiltered podcast for this week. We'll see y'all next week. Boop, who's coming up next week?
Mosh pad again, because we're gonna finish this conversation. Because
No, man, if I'm not, I know most people will say, oh, hunters default to stompies, but no, I default to 6 coyote because I'm always, rocking in biz.
I default to Gemini Jesters.
Yeah, I really don't have a problem with that because I'm not usually,
Getting bagged by that
on,
guy.
Yeah, I'm not really focused on my radar to begin with. But that disorienting flash, if they're close enough to you, that does suck.
Oh yeah, and I mean,
What?
one thing I've figured by watching, because I watch a lot of PvP streamers. I hang out in ill physics chat and just
I'm so
watch
glad.
him. And,
I'm so glad.
he finally came back to Destiny.
Yeah.
I'm so glad that you started
That took
naming
a lot
them.
of arm twisting.
So, who do you watch?
If you want to study, who do I watch?
Yeah, who do you watch?
I watch Dan. I watch Dan Finity because that's the buddy. Ill physics. Very regular.
By the way, shout out to Dan Finity for getting engaged.
Oh yeah.
Put that out there.
Destiny wise, not a lot of people I watched that are just straight Destiny.
Who else do you watch then, even as variety?
Even as variety?
Yeah.
Jambo, she's great. I hang out in a bunch of my friends' chats. So anytime I get a chance to hop in there. Wisp whenever he streams. Mex whenever he decides to not stream at 10 a.m. Just hanging out. I don't really have regular places I go to. Somebody will tell me, hey, you should check out this guy, and I'll pop in there and check them out. The only streams I really visit regularly are streams that I mod in. So
has that been a tougher job lately, being a mod? Now,
Not really.
Having to with
It's actually easier.
keeping your eye out there. It is easier.
Yeah, because you're basically in the same thought process. Where if I see, especially on the side of banning, I've gotten really paranoid, and I get really paranoid for my friends too. Where I'll see an account that's oh, creation date. They look at one today, and it's November 8th, 2021. It's a random picture, and
an anime picture.
No, not an anime picture. Just a lot of them are stock photo image pictures of Asian women, which I find very odd.
That is an odd thing.
It's very odd. But I've learned to pick up on those points. I was just immediately not in my house. Yeah.
All right.
So now, when you run a PvP, you run in trials. What is Mosh Pat's loadout? What is your signature loadout?
It's Vex.
God damn it!
Are you saying?
I hope I run into you.
Are you saying that because you don't have it, Boop, or are you saying that because everybody else does?
Everybody else does, and takes no skill. No offense, but it takes. It's like a point and shoot gun. There is, once you get a hit, you get it procced out. Forget about it.
Oh yeah. I mean, a lot of mine is Top Treat Invis Hunter, Vex, Heritage Shotgun, and maybe a rocket. I don't typically go for heavy. If I do,
I do.
Heavy, I just waste it.
Yeah, that's different.
If I have to stay on brand.
Right.
Oh well, yeah. That you're legally required to go for heavy.
Yeah, I have to. I signed a contract.
In fact, yeah. If we ever just randomly showed up in the same lobby, you were on the other team, I wouldn't even try to beach to it. I'd be like, no, he needs it. I mean, it's in his name. Come on, man.
I'm stuck as a hunter main for a year.
Okay,
What?
there's a story there. So
I guess chat decided that for you.
No, actually, we did a charity stream for Guardians Mental Health before I joined on with them. And the goal was they needed to stop me from winning 10 matches. And there was like a whole bunch of just ridiculous incentives where like there was a dice, and every $5 got you a roll, and whatever it landed on, I'd have to like floss or cut a promo, or like eat a Bean Boozled jelly bean, or change my controller mapping, or just like a bunch of nonsense things. We raised.
Did you say floss though? They'd make you floss?
Yeah, no, like to dance floss. That
yeah, no, I know. Can you demonstrate? Because I need to see this.
I'm an old.
You floss for us, Mosh Pat?
He'll send you the video, the VOD later.
Oh yeah, the VOD.
I didn't come sign up for this.
I'll do it with you.
Yeah.
Oh man, you can do that.
He's in the years.
Because of Guardian's mental health stream, I no longer have a beard. So my goatee used to be like down to the base of my neck.
We're the opposite. I have to grow my hair out for a year.
Oh fuck that.
We raised over 1,000.
I don't believe in mental health that much.
Aww. Just a year. I'll be fine.
I don't know if I'd want to be on these streams. They'd be like, dismantle your boot cannon. I'm like,
So
no,
you can get some collections.
I've never told this story on stream. Both of my co-hosts know this story though. Our first year of doing the Unfiltered, we were doing the charity stream. We raised by far the most money that year. I think it was 3 years ago we participated. The first half hour of the stream, I forget the guy's name who runs it and kind of does all the background work. Sends our co-host a message. He goes, calm down with the fox, because we were cussing a lot. And then our total started climbing, and it's about an hour and a half in, and we get another message. All right, continue using the fox. Use all of the fox.
Whenever I do a charity stream, I purposely pick like a night slot, because the later you get, the more lenient they are.
That's what we did too. We had the latest show of the night, but again, we were going a little crazy. We were all drinking pretty heavy that night, so.
So Mosh, you said you're a Guardians Mental Health Ambassador. So tell us a little bit about what that entails.
Right now I'm still like learning kind of myself what that entails, like fully. But basically nothing's really changed on my end, other than some like neat flashy banners and a bot and some links. But because my stream, I've always been open about mental, where like if somebody is having a bad time, or like even if they're like mad at a video game, like I understand, just like come in and just hang out, and you're free to vent within reason.
Until I ban you.
Oh yeah, I mean, like I haven't had to like ever get on anybody for like venting, because everybody's pretty on the cuff with like how they express their emotion. Like they'll come in and just like the like Twitch mod system, the like internal one, is very finicky, so we'll pick up on things. So like every once in a while I'll go through it, and there's just like the wildest terms.
Like it's held up a message, because it won't let it post for whatever term that they use.
Yeah, I think earlier this week I went through them and I found one that was like, what was it? Somebody was ranting about PvP and they called somebody a butt-chugging fuck nugget.
I'm not hearing a problem.
What? That's a great string of words.
It caught it, and I was just like, that's a pretty funny term. I'm gonna start using that.
Twitch.
I mean, that's a completely understandable response to Crucible.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That's probably some of the tamer shit I would have said myself.
You were either the person chugging butt or the butt that's being chugged.
Oh god, that's like two girls, one cup. Oh.
So he's a very visual person, so when he sees it, I'm sure he was probably like,
I
That's pretty
mean,
funny.
I think I have like the music from that on cue.
Music from what? Not from Two Girls, One Cup. No, don't. Oh, Lord Jesus. That'll give me nightmares. I didn't know what it was, and somebody was just like, hey, Google this.
I was
like,
in middle
okay.
school, and
Man,
somebody
who
was
hated
like,
you?
Oh, it was.
Who hated you that bad that they said go Google this?
it was rough. I was traumatized forever.
2 days I was not the same. I was like, this exists, and I had no idea.
I went into that a boy, I came out a man.
I don't know. I
Went into
came
that
out
a man
something.
and came out a boy. What the fuck?
The term is something came out, but that's all the time.
I couldn't eat chocolate ice cream for a week.
Ruined me on so many levels.
It was that was I saw that person the next day. I was just like, they got it at work and they have a violence policy. Oh my god!
Oh, that
Don't
person
ever
at work.
yeah
That's the day I
Yeah.
started a new job.
yeah yeah, that was the end of our friendship as we know it. But all right, so talk to us a little bit about your Destiny journey. Like, what do you like right now? What is your opinion on the state of Destiny Trials, Crucible content? Are you into lore? What's what's your feelings on Destiny right now?
Lore wise, I will only listen to lore if Orchid is talking about it. Prowls wise, it's growing pains. I think it boils down to what you make it. Like, if you're already like pissed off to the gills at Bungie about Trials, and you go into Trials and you get stomped a lot, or it's not what you expect, then you're just gonna be even madder. Matter or word? Matters. And you just, like, it goes into a cycle. I think Trials is okay. It needs to stabilize, hopefully soon, in how they plan on doing it. I would rather them go back to week Trials.
Go back to what?
Week 1 or week 2 of Trials. Else.
If they put more incentives to play, like, you could get some of the exotic catalysts could drop there that would normally drop other places.
Yeah.
And just randomly peppered throughout. It's not like you have to get 7 wins or you have to go flawless. Or, it's just, hey man, play for a while, and the longer you play, the more your streak goes on. You could end up with, finally get that stupid might and multi-tool catalyst, or
I
whatever it is.
dig it. I mean,
Or
like,
more than one new weapon.
Exactly.
the one thing I like. Somebody brought this point up, and I forgot who, to me, like a couple weeks ago. Prowls would be a whole lot better if they got rid of the flawless card. Literally, you get your 7 wins, you go to the lighthouse, you get like your cool toy, and then you go back in, and you're earning rewards as you're going through. But like everybody wants to be flawless, and that's not feasible.
Well, they did get rid of the flawless pool, though.
Yeah, I mean it's now back.
Yeah. Yeah, that went over like a lead balloon.
Yeah, like matchmaking wise, they just need to work on matchmaking, and if you work on matchmaking and you add incentive and you give everybody like not like a participation trophy, like you still have to put in effort. Like you still have to play those matches and win them.
Mm-hmm.
Right, or you get a bunch of people just jumping off the map like in old Trials.
Yeah. Like,
Or you get two people going hard, and then one person just standing in the back of the map emoting because they're just waiting. They're just playing long enough and waiting until somebody carries them finally there.
I mean, I'd rather that over
Yeah, but it's
just
miserable
continuous-
though. I mean, that's like there's no difference in that than if I join in a strike and I start moving forward. Me and some other dudes start moving forward, and I look back and one dude just sitting there emoting so they don't get kicked to orbit because they just want to get drugged forward. They really don't want to do it. They're just in there for the 3 matches and that's it.
Right.
And it's like I'll go back there and stand up next to him and emote. I'm not gonna drag any forward. I'm not gonna leave either. I'm not gonna let somebody else pull you forward.
Yeah.
I'm going to waste your time.
There should
I
be
got nothing better to do.
Oh yeah. Like
A little
there should be
bitter,
things
Josh.
in-
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I didn't sense any anger.
No.
I didn't.
Are you speaking from the heart here?
So Mosh, so something we've been asking a lot of our guests that have been coming on. So if there was anything that you could do that you had control over and you could change Destiny, and you could make it Mosh-Destiny, what would you change, or what would you like to see happen in the game?
Can I have 2 answers?
You can have as many answers as you want.
Helmet off with headbands. Number 1.
Okay.
Or being able to change your character's appearance, things like that.
That is one of them. I would like there to be every raid brought back from Destiny 2.
Okay.
I know it's not feasible with,
I mean-
the size of the game.
Considering that would only be the Leviathan, it's not a problem.
Right.
I mean,
You said raid, not raid layer.
Oh yeah. Okay, raid and raid layer.
No.
I miss what is it? What is the one you get anarchy from? I'm like drawing a
Oh,
Yeah.
that was the Scourge for the past.
Scourge of the
There's
Past.
the past.
Yeah, I miss
Yeah.
Scourge of the Past.
Speaking of which, put Trevor randomly in PvP matches. He just goes at some
Oh my
point
god.
screaming through and just your hard scope down a sniping lane, and then right from behind.
No, he just needs to randomly teleport from like spawn locations.
They should just make a map that is that room with Trevor, and just
Yeah.
he's just going around.
At the same time, you're trying to fight the other people. You're
Like
trying
Trevor just got a 7th column.
Yeah.
to.
Pretty sure we are done seeing new maps in PvP for a long time.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
It don't matter. Again, if you just throw Trevor in every single current map, I will do nothing but play PvP for the rest of I will switch to
Can
PvP.
Can we do trials against Trevor, where it's 3 of us versus 3 Trevors? We just gotta take him out.
Right. You're just gonna survive.
Twitter would explode.
It just as you drop in.
Well, Twitter explode. Well, Twitter will explode at the random smallest change, because I happen to be, I looked at my notification. I happen to be on Twitter when today, Bungie tweeted that they are changing up the schedule for the week, and they're making the loot drops, the double loot drops from trials rather than nightfalls, and people lost their shit. I mean, within the first minute. there were people already, like, I was watching it, like, it was, like, unfold. But people lost their shit. They were like, no, why you gotta do it this way? Bungie, you suck. Or people would defend it and go, oh, well, it's a terrible strike anyway. Let's just do trials. You know, like, people lose their shit. I mean, it literally within the first minute.
So pretty much every other day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just every day in Destiny Twitter. Great.
Yeah.
It's an amazing place. I'm just kidding.
I love that Boop is surprised by this.
No, I mean, but I watched it. Like, I'm like, within the first minute.
I mean,
people have already formed opinions on it. And I mean, I know it's like, but I'm surprised on that. Sorry, my screen's shaking here. I'm surprised because it was like, I mean, at least give it like 5 minutes.
It's like,
let them explain it or something, you know. I mean, let there be, I don't know.
It's like driving on the freeway in Atlanta every day and at 5 o'clock being surprised that there's an accident on it. There's going to be one every day at 5 o'clock. You already know this. And you are shocked by this fact.
Let me live in my world.
All right, can we? we gotta start wrapping things down.
I'm just imagining people on the freeway. They get, you know, the traffic comes to a halt. You know, Boop's over there like, what the fuck, man? And he looks over the car next to him. And they pull out an igloo cooler, and you know they're all prepared.
Literally, I'm in shock every day I go drive. Now that I get to work from home and I go back out on the road.
Oh,
yeah,
that was the worst thing they could have ever done was quarantine everybody for a year and then let them all start driving at once. I think
drivers to begin with.
I think they should have made every person coming out of quarantine retake their driver's test.
I was still driving.
God damn. So there was a story we skipped over that sounds like it was going to be a lot of fun, and we missed it. Tell us how and why you went from Xbox to PlayStation.
We want to know that?
Yes.
I don't want to know that story.
Yeah.
No, go ahead. Tell it. No, for real.
Honestly,
I can tell you that story.
I still have my Xbox. Boop knows I still have my Xbox because I played with Boop on Xbox. At one point in time, for stream, I would just kind of, depending on who was around, I would play on Xbox or I would play on PlayStation and when it came time for the next generation of consoles to come around, it became very obvious that both companies super did not care about, you're at work. We're going to release the thing at 3 p.m. in the afternoon. So I luckily had a buddy, Mod Sherpa, who helped me get a PS5. And at that point in time, I was just like, I like my 60 frames per second. I'm just going to go ahead and unplug my Xbox, plug it to another TV, and just exclusively play on PlayStation. And then Destiny went crossplay. So I was just like, it doesn't matter anymore. Fine.
Wow, that is not the story I was expecting.
What was your vision?
I was expecting something way more epic. Like my Xbox started smoking on the same day Mixer took a shit, and so I walked into GameStop and magically they had one on a shelf.
The only time a console has ever smoked.
I don't know. I considered Bosch a traitor because this was before crossplay came out, and he was like, "Oh, I got a Destiny 5." I mean, I got a PS5.
I was gonna say Destiny 5. We haven't even gotten a 3 yet.
Destiny 5. He came for the year 2079. No, that's it. I got a PS5 now. This is awesome. I was like, no, it's not, because now you can't play with us anymore because Bosch was playing with us every day until all of a sudden he got that and he found his PlayStation friends.
Wow, a little bitter there, Boop. Jesus Christ.
Well, Mosh will tell you, I was pretty upset with him about this. I pouted.
A lot of people weren't
as much
happy.
as I could through as many gifts as I could.
This is almost as bad as Josh in Crucible.
I mean, he can't be playing, with those Xbox peasants. I mean, he's a PlayStation now.
To be fair, Xbox makes my head hurt now in Destiny. Like the graphics.
Well, if you go back to the old Xbox, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, you might as
'Cause,
well throw it out the window now.
I mean, there's other uses for it. I use it for like Netflix.
All right, that's fair.
But
For
like
the Xbox or the PlayStation?
the Xbox.
Okay.
It's a good doorstop.
Yeah, it's good. It's a good paperweight.
Boat anchor.
Yeah.
But like I hopped on to do a Grandmaster and I literally couldn't focus. Like I had to leave in the middle of the Grandmaster and go throw up because it was that bad.
Yeah, I don't think I could do it.
I think
30
that was
frames per second.
that was Josh's story the other way. He got a headache from the upgrade in frame rate. He went from 30 to 60 from his PS4 to his PS5, and I think you were sick from that.
Yeah, like, taking it all in that quick, like
Yeah.
right off the bat, it was a little disorienting. But
Yeah.
nothing as disorienting as my son brought over his PSVR one time, and he's, oh, you got to try this out, Dad. And there was a space fighting game, and I love, how I love, flying through space, shooting shit. So I was like, all right, try
We
it
do that
on.
the daily.
Well, so I put this thing on, and I mean, literally, you're just flying this ship, and it's awesome, it's amazing. And then, literally, not even 10 minutes later, it's like this. It's like,
They
I gotta
should've
get
take-
that thing.
They
Gotta
should have
get that
taken a
thing.
great video of you doing that because
Uh.
if you ever see the videos of people that actually play VR for the first time,
Oh yeah,
that-
we're talking
that
cold
makes great
sweat.
comp-
Like, it was. Tell you.
I will never play VR.
I can't, so
But-
it's not an issue.
The coolest thing on that VR was he had the Arkham Knight, the Batman, Arkham game, whatever it was. You go to the Batcave,
And
and
get
literally,
dressed.
and look, no, I mean there's stuff around the Batcave and whatnot. Any villain you've defeated, you can view them in your little viewer, and it shows them like life size, like, and so you're sitting there flipping through the ones that he's beaten, and whatnot, and it goes to their Killer Croc, and it's like you literally have to look up to see the top of him. He's so freaking huge. Just Hulk. You're looking at a Hulk basically, and looking at this in the VR is so amazing. It is crazy how cool it was.
my son has one and I have yet to put it on my head. I don't know.
It's immersive. It's cool.
Afraid it's gonna actually show my age.
I can't use it, so I have no opinion on this whatsoever.
I don't want to use it, so
So I was told right off the bat, because I'm blind in one eye, they're like, it won't work for you. So
Well,
what's up?
I say it won't work for you.
Yeah, because you need
You-
both
you
eyes
can't-
for the 3D. So,
Yeah.
so, all right. So, Mosh, we get to the end of our show. We have 5 questions you must answer, or we will send our ninjas to kill you.
There's
Okay.
one already in your house.
Yeah, there's one right behind you.
You wouldn't even know it.
Yeah. We don't even know where you live, but we'll get you. So, all right. What's your favorite food, bud?
favorite food, to keep it festive, honey baked ham.
Nice, good choice.
Nice.
Boop's got our next one.
All right. I don't know if I'm gonna steal this from JD, but if you could have
Yep,
anybody voice your ghost,
you skipped it.
alive or dead, did I skip it?
Yep.
Okay, my
It's all
bad.
right.
You
Josh,
can go ahead
All
and
right,
run with it.
but I'm
Go ahead
gonna
and run
I'm
with
gonna
it.
do it. I'm gonna do it, bud. Here I go. Hijacked it. If you could have anybody voice your ghost, alive or dead, who would it be?
A very intoxicated Ozzy Osbourne.
Oh, that's a good.
why? So you can understand them?
That.
Hey, Sharon! Sharon!
I think a very intoxicated Ozzy Osbourne
really
sounds like
fine.
Bill Cosby.
I think it was like you get up to a locked door and he's like, your ghost comes out. goes, disappears behind the door, comes back.
It's fucking locked.
It's locked. You'll have to come back.
Just hear him screaming, Sharon. All right, Josh, you got our next one.
All right, favorite drink, alcoholic and non-alcoholic.
Favorite alcoholic drink is a Bang hard seltzer. Don't ask why.
I don't even know what the fuck that
Wait,
is.
Bang,
Yeah.
Bang
Yeah.
makes hard seltzers now?
Bang makes hard seltzers, and they taste like the energy drink, and
Interesting.
Wow.
give me the same feeling Four Loko did back when I was 10 years old.
Whip it.
Non-alcoholic drink, cream soda.
Oh,
Nice.
that's a nice one.
Yeah, that's a. He hit a first time answer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, what kind? A&W? Big
Just
Red?
any kind.
Just any kind.
I will drink it straight from the bottle. Like, I will go to Food Lion, get a bottle of cream soda, throw that in the freezer for 30 minutes, come back and just chug the entire bottle.
How do you feel afterwards? Are you all right? That sounds like it'd be a little dangerous and a lot of air.
I feel gassy and nauseous and accomplished.
Accomplished being the best term, I guess. That's great.
All right. What is your first gaming memory?
My first gaming memory?
Yep.
Getting one of those throwaway, 20-in-1 Atari, just plug into your TV controllers, and playing Pitfall Harry with my sister.
Nice.
All right.
That was when they made compilation
Yeah,
games.
okay.
Then. Not
You
the
remember
original.
you remember the one where you'd put it they had Haunted House on one side and had another. But yeah, the game cartridge, you'd flip it over upside down, and it'd be a different game on the other end. Yeah. It's old school.
Yeah. He
Well,
talked about the compilation games.
He's not
I
old
was,
enough to remember that janky ass shit we had to play with growing up.
I mean, we had controllers with one button, Mosh, back in our day.
Yeah, a joystick and a button.
That's
That's
it.
just
That's all
easy
we
mode.
had.
Mosh, there was this thing that was called an arcade, and they took quarters.
Actually,
Before
that is not
COVID.
my earliest gaming memory. I have another early gaming memory and just unlocked it.
Mm-hmm. We leveled up.
Yeah, we leveled up. That was great.
Sure.
My actual first gaming memory, before I even owned any game, was playing an arcade version of Soul Calibur in a barbershop and immediately picking Voldo because he was weird as shit. It was just this French dude in a thong that could do backflips and walk on his hands and
I am so glad that you didn't say I picked him because he was a French dude in a thong.
No, I picked him because he had knives for hands.
I remember that. Yes. That was a good game, Soul Calibur.
All right, who's got the last question?
Who?
What's the last question?
Oh, for
Favorite
fuck's
curse
sake.
word.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, remember, Mosh, when you said, do you curse on here? Well, we give you all the opportunities because right now, we're going to give you the opportunity to say your favorite curse word. What is
Favorite
it?
curse?
Is it that whole sentence you said a little bit earlier?
No, it's not. No. That's a.
All right, here's how we'll find out the answer to this question. The lights are off in your apartment. You have to pee really bad. You get out of bed, you forget your slippers or your shoes, and you bang your big toe on the corner of the door or the bed. What is the first word that falls out of your mouth?
It's actually a song.
You sing a song. All right, let's hear it.
It is a song that is just nothing but cuss word.
Let's hear it.
And it is Reggie Watts' Fuck Shit Stack. Where
It goes a little something like.
If I stub my toe in the middle of the night, I'm just like, shit, motherfucker, ass tits, cunt, cock, motherfucker, shit, ass tits, motherfucker, shit, come on.
like it.
It gets a little bit of Tourette's. Got it.
What did you say when you heard that gunshot for the first time? The gunshot sound.
That, and then like the second time and every other, like, oh fuck, like jumping immediately, thinking that
So
it was going, it was going to be my time live on Twitch.
So what I heard is his favorite curse word is fuck. Like, like everybody else.
We narrow it down.
So. All right.
Oh man.
Any other remnants, final questions, things we got to get? Mosh, anything you want to...
Did we have a challenge for Mosh in the chat? I didn't see one.
A challenge?
We should have issued that early on. Made a challenge. But we got the floss out of him. We did get the floss.
I'm curious to know why Trust Vex is saying it's a tough question to pick your favorite curse word, by the way.
I curse a lot.
I mean, we all do. That's where the name of the show comes from.
Yeah.
That and, strippers. So, anything with the word destiny on Twitch is a rough sell.
Yeah.
So, all right. Where can people find you? What do you do? What's your schedule? All the details. What's all that shit?
Let me plug my shit real quick.
Yes.
That's it. Plug it.
I mean, we'll get
Yep.
the
Do you
lube
want
out
me to,
again.
This is
You want me to
your show.
full plug my shit? Or
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Yeah,
Do it.
that's what this part of the show is for.
Let's go. Floss it. That was a challenge.
Shamelessly plug away.
shamelessly plug away? Like, you want me to go into the whole spiel? Like, I have
Yes.
a voice?
Yes.
I mean,
do it.
if you would have already
yeah.
done it, you'd be done by now. So, yeah, let's do this.
I mean, okay. This is a bit embarrassing to do on somebody else's channel, but sure, fuck it, we'll do it.
We encourage it.
I have to like build myself up for.
Go drink
This
some
is my
fucking
stage
cream
fright.
soda then.
God, I wish. Anyway. The following stream is scheduled for one fall. Currently live on twitch.tv/Moshpad. This is Moshpad. I don't have a schedule because I'm a lazy mother. You can find me live on Twitter at Moshpad, on Twitch on Moshpad, on TikTok also on Moshpad. I am very unoriginal.
I love it.
I like it.
That was a wrestling promo. We got it.
I mean, at least he has a gimmick, right?
Yes. At least he has one.
He's like a macho man.
So, all right, but
Yeah.
before we let you go, how come you don't have more of a regular schedule?
Well, between working and my work schedule like fluctuating and the fact that I could never wake up on time, the only time that I have a definite schedule is on Sundays.
I mean,
And that's because I adhere to other people's schedules.
that's never affected Jay Overrated ever. He's been late to
No.
everything he's ever done.
Yep, that's true.
Like, the only time I will ever wake up to stream is if I work late or I'm going on Sunday mornings with Dan Finnan.
I like it.
Because that's always a good time. I'd wake up early.
Fair.
So I do have one more question for you. What's next for Mosh Pat? What are we What are we looking for? What's your goal? What's your next goals? What are we gonna do?
My next goal: continue playing Destiny. Probably get better at PvP. I don't really have like any solid goals. Just to like make people smile and have a good time.
And you do that. And for Boop to find you with a Vex in PvP. That's your next goal.
You'd have to get Vex first.
No. I find you with your Vex. I find
My
you
Vex.
with your Vex versus my Boop
He
cannon.
still called you out.
My Vex can take your boot cannon. My Vex can take anything. It's a cheese gun. And I'm lactose intolerant.
Oh God. I can't fight that.
All right.
He's literally gonna take a shit on me.
I think on that note, we're gonna go over and see if we can get
One cut me.
Evan F to go. What the fuck is Destiny Unfiltered again? So he's the only one on that I see that's rating, or that's playing D2.
It's streaming.
Yeah, he's the only one that I know anyway. So he's on my short list. So with that, any final thoughts?
Let's see. Always clean your butthole.
Fair.
Yeah. If somebody tries to get a rile out of you on Twitter, don't fall into it. Be nice to devs.
They hired a new one this week too. That poor girl. Her life is over.
Let's see. Bagging is okay if it's between friends.
Or
Yeah, no, that's about it.
And don't kill randos with your sparrow and strikes.
Don't do that unless it's funny.
oh, it's always fun.
It's always fun. Yeah. So, all right.
When is it not funny?
When it's them.
yeah. yeah.
The other side of that screen.
Yeah.
So,
Moshpad, we really appreciate you joining us, man. We had a great time with you.
all right. So on that note, we're gonna go over and say hi to Evan again. We're gonna see if we can get him to go. What the fuck is
And
Destiny?
I believe we have Therian next week.
Who?
Therian.
Okay, fair enough. So good night, everybody.
Thank you much.
Wash your butthole.